Well, this is another surprise. The U.S. Navy has new footage of UFO disappearing into the ocean. We had a periscope type of an image of a UFO, a USO, emerging from the ocean, and this is the image from the U.S. Navy 1970s in the Arctic Ocean. This came out of the ocean and flew into the air at hypersonic speeds. And now it seems that this new one has gone from hypersonic speeds of the air and disappeared into the ocean, according to Humans Are Free. Footage filmed in the CIC, that's Combat Information Center, of the USS Omaha on July 15, 2019, again off the coast of San Diego. Well, we had the drills off the coast of San Diego in 2004, where we have the Tic Tac UFOs. This one here is in 2019 off the coast of San Diego, depicting an unidentified flying object UFO has made its way into the public domain. It's one of the several incidents when U.S. warships were what seems to be continuously observed by multiple objects of unknown origin. And as we know, we're going to have UFO disclosure June 1st, I believe is the date, according to John Radcliffe, and we'll see what they'll be disclosing to us. One video and multiple images have been released of these particular incidents, and the Pentagon confirmed these leaks that are apparently being investigated by the Department of Defense, Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force, UAPTF. And again, this seems to be a periscope image of the UFO just above the level of the water. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. It's not just the West Coast that we had incidents like this, it's also the East Coast. It seems to be that they're coming from, a lot of people believe that theoretically they could be coming from underwater bases. Now the Pentagon also confirmed this particular video to be authentic as well as a Tic Tac that was from 2004. Quote, the debrief reached out to the Pentagon about the newly leaked video, asking whether it could be confirmed as authentic and whatever it was obtained by Navy personnel aboard the USS Omaha. Pentagon spokesperson Susan Goh in an email said, I can confirm that the video was taken by Navy personnel and that the UAPTF included it in their ongoing examinations. Now, this Pentagon spokesperson, Susan Goh, seems to be really eager to have UFO ET disclosure from the Pentagon, by the Pentagon. Now, the particular video is the second one that has been leaked. The first one mentioned above shows triangular or pyramid-shaped UFOs flying near the military vessels. Again, the footage was confirmed to originate from Navy personnel. They did not release any more information about this incident. And in the video, we see a small spherical object hovering, changing direction, flying above the ocean, and also capable of flying underwater, it seems, hence the term transmedium. So it can fly very quickly in the water or out of the water, in the air or in the water. Tremendous amount of technology, of course. It's as if the water doesn't slow it down. Now, Navy, we don't have such technology today. Now, Navy submarines searched for the object but did not recover anything. This object was filmed using night vision and FLIR technologies and was also tracked on military radar. It was released and published by investigative filmmaker Jeremy Corbell. One thing that's important to stress is the fact that military encounters with UFOs is not a new phenomenon. In fact, it dates back decades. Quote, this is by General Nathan Twining, U.S. Air Force, 1947. Quote, the phenomenon reported is something real and not visionary or fictitious. The reported operating characteristics such as extreme rates of climb, maneuverability practically in roll, at the actions in which be must be considered evasive when sighted or contacted by friendly aircraft, and radar lend belief to the possibility that some of the objects are controlled either manually, automatically, or remotely, he said. Now, one conspiracy after another proven true. UFO crash retrievals hit mainstream discussion, but why? Common themes among these objects based on our research seems to be evasive maneuvers as well as the capability to travel at speeds and perform maneuvers that no known man-made piece of machinery can do with the technology we have today. It's not uncommon for these vehicles, quote unquote, to enter and exit our oceans, and what seems to be materializing and dematerializing, that is, they disappear as if they've gone into another dimension, starting and stopping on a dime, splitting into multiple objects, and even more. Now, in one incident released by the US Navy in 2016, the pilot described one of the objects descending from 60,000 feet and stopping right above the ocean surface instantaneously, as if it was in the time of a thought. Now, critical equipment failure like radar and weapons systems going offline also seems to be common in various instances of documented encounters with military craft. One example from Iran in 1976, when military jets attempted to fire on one of these objects, at that exact moment their weapons and electronic systems were paralyzed, quote unquote. So how could the occupants or controllers of these objects know the exact moment they would be fired upon? Obviously, they were able to telepathically know what the pilots and navigators of the friendly aircraft, the naval aircraft were intending to do. Now we know that these types of crafts, supposedly from legends and mythology, of Atlantean technology, and even the Argonauts, their ship Argo, was able to read their thoughts. And that's how it worked, by reading the thoughts of the crew members. And that's how it, immediately acted on their thoughts. Can you imagine such technology? And we're only now just beginning to get into this, aren't we? Now, with the technology that we're coming into. Now, as far as what these objects are, where they come from, why all of a sudden the mainstream is legitimizing this topic after years of secrecy and ridicule, its impact on human consciousness and more. We've had these discussions and speculations quite a bit, and we've been covering topics like this since 2000, about over 10 years ago. This was from A Collective Evolution, and it's on Humans Are Free. Please leave your comments on this, and thank you for your support.